Nobody takes down Angel Snuff 7 easy. There's a reason why, after 100 channels destroyed, Angel Snuff 7 is still here. There's a reason why nobody want to get in a beef with Angel Snuff 7. But you don't take me seriously, and now your ass is barbecued.
Hey, man, you won me over, Snuff Nup. Man, you won me over. Man, you crazy as a bed bug, but you won me over. I think you're nutty. I think you nutty as a 13 acres of peanuts with George Carver used to own that back down the South. But you a smart guy.
Well, according to Psychiatric, everybody's nutty.
Nah, I think you're crazy.
Yeah, so.
I'm just messing with you.
The Mississippi campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation. The ability to control your own resources. Your politics. The law. Be able to do your own thing for a chance. Create an economy. Create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You're fake, you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign. So why don't y'all pitiful pieces of trash, sewer rats and your thieves and you cyber stalking trolls, why don't y'all get together and have a conference and talk about what y'all have done? Conference won't last long, maybe 5 minutes, because Aquan has done nothing. God Nollywood have done nothing. People all over the world. Donate to Aquan. I got the answer. I can handle the hard question. See, they say that Angel Snuff 7 don't care about the people. But Angel Snuff 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind. For me,
my black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move with me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire and reality's temple.
I'm Soul Sister J. I'm Soul Sister D. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical fundraiser for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible and we would not be with him today right now. And I just wanted to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks. And I hope that I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys. And bye. Bye. He's forever and always. He's forever and always. He's forever and always.
Everybody join.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Yes. I want that. Oh, I need that. Gots to have that. It's
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Keep it real.
What, dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Bismillah Akbar Rahim. Okay. Omar Disina Yamadin. Amin. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful,
Only the place is Ruti the most honorable Ellis MuHAMmad. Oh, wow. Of course, in the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always. This, of course, is the Realist Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I'm the Mighty One. And I am happy that we spent a few hours in respect to our ancestors that we know. Our ancestors who could also be your mother, your father or grandfather, grandmother, great-great-grandfather, mother. Those who are in nursing homes and those who are in prison, political prisoners. I thank us for giving a few hours of our time to listen to the stories of those prior to ourselves. Listening to these men, listening to the commentary, for me, it is heart-wrenching. We are a very, very selfish people. And this is why I say to us, for me, I'm not going to sacrifice myself, deny my life, a bunch of ingrates. Whether we like the method or not, all those who came before me, they tried. They don't know anything about fighting the government. We just came off the slave plantation. I got to figure out how I'm going to eat. I got to fight the government. And you listen to our stories, and this is heart-wrenching, but it is expected, because when you study psychology and you understand abuse, most exploited and abused people, and I would tell you from self-experience, people who are abused, people who are exploited, will turn on themselves, and they will turn on the ones who love them. They will not hurt the one who is hurting them. This is a fact. So you had Malcolm, and you had Elijah, and you got Farrakhan, and you got all these persons, you got all these people involved. How much of that energy is directed towards the problem? They turn on themselves. And you begin to hear them, and even here in YouTube land, you still hear, oh, the white man this and the white man that. You will hear that. But what do you hear more? Listen to these debates and arguments. You hear them fighting and fussing and hating and threatening each other. That's a sign of people who have suffered abuse. Just because you physically were not under slavery for 300-400 years. There's a scientific and biological reason that this behavior has been passed down from generation to generation, because you still do the same thing. You turn on yourself instead of your enemy. If we was not sick, the Nat Turners should have kept rising. But Nat Turner, his rebellion was quashed and he was stripped of his skin. And there were very few slave rebellions. The majority don't do a damn thing. But they will argue and they will kill each other. Even during slavery, a slave will threaten and would kill another slave. But when it came to the slave master, they sit back and got quiet. This is psychological. This is the behavior of abused people. So on the internet, the target is ourselves. Go to these channels. You don't have to take my word for it. Go to these channels. Are they talking about the solution? No, because they don't have none. So they're not talking about a solution. They don't have anything. So they're talking about what so-and-so ain't doing. They're talking about and debating religion and all kinds of nonsense that don't mean nothing. Non-threatening, that is why Google is going to let these channels stay up, because they're non-threatening. They're not causing you to heal from your trauma so that you don't forget. You're not going to forget your exploitation and abuse. But you and I should be healed enough where now we know that this direction, this energy needs to be harnessed in order to solve the problem so that we can move forward. You cannot move forward when you are sick. As you know, here, we love Malcolm X here. May he rest in peace, the Honorable Malcolm X Shabazz. However, here, we know that Malcolm cannot do nothing for us. We want justice for Malcolm, and we will fight with those who wish to tarnish his name, because he cannot do it himself, and he deserves somebody to stand with him because he cannot do that himself. But we know that Malcolm cannot do nothing for us. And we should stop waiting on these divine people. The brothers was talking about these special people that represent a nation. So when these special people that represent the nation, when they fall, you fall. So what was special? Because death comes to all. In order for a nation to stand, it must stand founded upon the people themselves, not one person. Because that person is mortal and that person is imperfect. So when that person goes crazy, and you will see this in history, you have some kind of leader, they start losing their mind, the whole nation goes ballistic. The whole nation goes crazy. The people need to be a leader. And the people must recognize when their leadership becomes corrupt, when their leadership is tripping, and there's a cancer in your leadership, It's time for you to get your tools out and cut the cancer out. I don't care how much you like them. I don't give a damn if they're your daddy, your mama. I don't care who they are. When they are clearly a cancer and a sickness, a thorn in your side, you got to get rid of them. Otherwise, the whole building is going to collapse. It's the old theory or the old saying of the rotten apple. You let a rotten apple stay in the basket, it's going to cause the other apples to become rotten. And that's what we have. So there's no hero worship for Angel Snubbing Up 7. I'm not your hero. You are your hero. You are the leader. The people that you put in front, they are your representatives. And if they cannot represent you right, you kick them right on the street. Quick. Before the cancer spread. So we thank Brother Malcolm for his work and his example and his dedication. Unfortunately, he didn't get an opportunity to really express himself. But I will say that we who are part of this ministry, what I call the Reality's Temple on earth, I say that we are the manifestation of what Malcolm wanted, but could not do. We are that manifestation. The ball is in our court now. What we gonna do? We cannot beg nobody to listen to us. You can't make nobody do something they don't want to do. But that's not the mission of Reality's Temple on earth. The mission of Reality's Temple on earth is simply let you know. Here's an apple. Take a bite. I don't like apples. I don't want nobody that. I don't eat no apple. That's fine. But when people get hungry, they remember the person with the apple. Even though you don't like apples. But when you get hungry, see, we do things and people respond because they don't need anything. I don't need that. I don't need you. But when you put yourself, this is what we're trying to avoid. We're trying and want to put ourselves in a position to do something before we're forced to do it. Even the teachers of Elijah Muhammad, he taught you need to do something to get on the ball before you're forced to do it. We're listening to all these comfortable Pharaoh slaves and they're not giving us good advice because everybody is comfortable. Even poor Negroes living good, overweight, obese, drunk. You still get your crack cocaine and liquor. Some of y'all supposed to be poor and you got a dog and a cat in the house. You taking care of dogs and cats and goldfish and all kinds of stuff. But you poor. No, poor people eat the cat. Poor people will eat that dog. Because I'm poor. I need something. I'm suffering here.
We was on Moorish World TV. And we was talking about the Mississippi campaign. And really, it's all right, but you know that it was taken as a joke, something to laugh at and giggle. You know, sniggling and giggling. This is the attitude we always get until the tide turns and the person who was trying to give you good advice, now you're getting your ass whooped. Now you're looking for the person that was giving you good advice, and now they're not here anymore. My mother always taught us a hard head makes a soft ass makes a hard. How do we go? A hard head makes a soft ass. We are some hard head folks. You think everything is funny? You think everything is a joke? Dead people cannot help us. We can watch all the Malcolm X videos that we want. That does not help us in 2022. You must reach within yourself. You must reach for your brothers and sisters and those of us in similar circumstance. And we must come up with the solution that's going to solve our problem once and for all. You still playing Ring Around the Roses. And we look stupid. And most of us don't care because we're doing all right now. Things can change overnight. A few years ago, I think it was Greece, they woke up and couldn't get no money from their bank. What you gonna do? You wake up one day and they tell you your money has no value. What you gonna do? I'm gonna ask you again. Put in the chat room. What are we gonna do since everything is funny? And on the news, they tell you the American dollar has no value. Your money has the same value as the Confederate dollar. What you gonna do? You're in a situation that can change. It can get better, but it can also get worse. We're used to the white man solving everything. Even the Black Power people. You're depending on the white man or somebody to keep things the way they are. You're not taking, and we're not taking, as adults, we're not taking no kind of responsibility for ourselves. We put our fate in the hands of everybody except ourselves. I put my faith in the hands of Jesus, Allah, or Yashara, or Joe Biden, or Donald Trump, or Malcolm. We're grown men and women, adults, and y'all spit out all these children. We spit out all these children, and you're not looking out for your future generations, your babies. You just want to have fun. We made a video about that. Girls just want to have fun. A child, you want to be a child forever. You don't understand the concept of what an adult is. If we were acting as adults, then we would be taking actions, responsibility for ourselves. We wouldn't be so dependent upon the government and care about what the government is doing. And they tell us what we can and cannot do in this country. But when you want to be a child is under the roof of his or her parents, and they are dependent upon the actions, good or bad, of those parents. Children don't take responsibility for nothing. And that's how we are. We're not responsible for nothing. But you want to call yourself an adult. You call yourself an adult simply because you can get a job, simply because you can pay your little funky bills. But you don't provide, you don't control the resources or make the laws. You do not have no influence in life itself, the things that you need in order to live. So you are, and we are children, dependent upon some adult. And if they can't, they fail, we messed up. I'm a man. You're a woman, but you don't act like men and women. We act like children. That's why when we cry, that's when we complain. Nobody really tripping. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're a child. Sit your ass down. Don't you speak unless spoken to. And that's how they treat us in society. Don't you speak unless spoken to. Adults talking. You're not on that level. You're not an adult. I just wanted to say a few words because the responsibility is ours. What are we going to do any different? When are you going to grow up? Everything is funny. Everything is laughing, giggling, and it's a joke. We'll see how long you're going to laugh. I want to thank the chat room for joining us this afternoon. The Deacons of Reality, Mello is in the house. Sister Ann, Just Acting. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And those who listen and those who will be listening to this broadcast at a later time, we want to thank also Brother Omar Shabazz Productions for his wonderful work in defending and keeping the memory of our brother Malcolm X, who does deserve such recognition. Did an excellent job counterpointing this Dr. Fake Wesley Muhammad, another Farrakhan stooge, a Johnny come lately. He's a Johnny come lately. You don't know nothing about no Nation of Islam. Where you getting your information from? We want to, yeah, that's true. Just Actor said we use humor as a deflection from this. Absolutely. Try to laugh it off. It's serious, but you know, try to laugh something serious off. That's temporary. That's escapism. You're gonna have to deal with reality sooner or later. What they say, you can run, but you can't hide. You're gonna have to deal with it sooner or later. I seen a question. Tahaka Bay was trying to clown you when you said you didn't believe in God, but then most of his panel was on your side. Ain't that something else? I was shocked. Just Acting, I was shocked. Because I told Tahaka Bay, I said, man, I don't know. This topic is very, very emotional. It might get me in trouble. But I don't know. This is our year for winning. And just like you said, there's more people, more and more people are questioning, more and more people just not into that God, religion, spiritual stuff. It's quite clear it's not doing nothing for us. Something is wrong. I have nothing to do with that. I'm just bold enough to express myself. And I'm happy to understand and to learn that there are more and more people like me. And really, we are the best. Because we're not going to depend on God or spirits or demons or the other realms. We depend on us. And I'm not giving nobody no credit. When I give credit, I'm giving credit to Mello, Sister Ann, Just Acting, Phil Fox, us, the deacons. I'm not going to give no credit to no God, nothing, or no spirits or no demons. All the credit goes to us unless we can show they, he, she, or it helped us. And I would happy to give you your credit. Yeah, that was funny. Just Acting says, one rule Neely Fuller teaches us, never try to convince someone of racism. If they can't see it, then ask them what they've done to not to be able to experience white supremacy. We've been forced to acknowledge white supremacy, but not all of us subscribe to that school of thought. Exactly. I thought you had a question. You said, what is my, oh, there you go. What are your views on reparations, brother? I support reparations. Unfortunately, in the manner that many seek to gain this, it's never going to happen. There's a fallacy. People think, oh, you owe us reparations. Reparations is not a debt. Reparations is a mercy. If somebody feel as though they cause you harm and they want to try to make you whole, they can give you reparations. This situation, what you have to understand is you're dealing with a conqueror. You're dealing with criminals. Criminals and conquerors do not owe their victims nothing. They don't owe you nothing. And if they owe you, why don't you take it? Because I ain't giving you nothing. Take it. The United States government is telling these people, you owe me reparations. You got these Aboriginal Negroes talking about, this is my Indian native. Take it. Go ahead, try it. Take it. Sit your happy ass down. You're not going to do nothing. So why run your mouth? They're not going to give you nothing. So the Mississippi campaign, if you look at the Mississippi campaign, and if we implement the Mississippi campaign, you will actually be getting the reparations that you deserve, whether they like it or not. But you're going to have to work for it. And that's something we don't want to do. We don't want to sacrifice. We don't want to work. We just want to sit on our ass and somebody give us, there you go, like they gave us freedom. Most slaves was just sitting on a plantation, and one day somebody said, y'all free. What? We free? When that happen? The wars is over. We free now. Wow. But freedom is not free. Many of our ancestors went right back to the slave plantation because they didn't know what else to do. Freedom, living is not free. How am I going to survive? How am I going to make it? They didn't know. And this nasty, wicked government didn't try to help. So you got free people still in a slave position, right back on the slave plantation. And these plantation owners ripping our people off for hundreds and hundreds of years. You got people telling me about buying. I'm not buying a damn thing. We should not have to buy land in this country. These people have ripped us off. We fought in every war in this nation. We deserve land. They gave all this free land to immigrants from Europe. Keep talking about buying. I'm not buying nothing from them. And then if you don't pay your taxes on the land, here they come and take it all away from you. The hell with that. And they can do it because they set up the law so that can be done. You don't control the law. You buying land, but you don't control and make the law that defines land ownership. I'm not buying nothing from them. You ought to see these folks. They so happy. Spent all your savings. I bought me 10 acres of land. I sure do. I bought me 20 acres of land. I'm going to grow me some tomatoes and some okra. So what? The Mississippi campaign, to my knowledge, is the only vision, the only plan that can put us in a position to gain power. When you talk, Washington, D.C. listens. You don't have to march on Washington no more. When you talk, they listen. Mr. President, the state of Mississippi said, I know they are thorn in my God, them Negroes. You don't have to march to Washington, D.C. no more. they will come to you. The president will come to you. What is it that y'all boys in Mississippi want now? Can't we just get along? The Mississippi campaign brings you power and influence, and you don't understand that. You can't comprehend it because you have a childlike mind and you think like a slave. You don't see what you can get out of this, but it takes unity. It takes competence, and you can do it. You don't have no confidence in yourself. You waiting on God. You think they're gonna give you something? They should give us 2 or 3 steps. They ain't gonna give you nothing. They're gonna give you a swift kick in the back of your ass. That's what they're gonna give you. You've been getting a swift kick in the back of your ass going on for 500 years. And some of us, we can tolerate that because we're billionaires. I'm Jay-Z. I'm Beyonce. You don't have no power. You're just an entertainment clown. So what? And if you run your mouth too much, we'll send the IRS. Make sure you have your money stuff together. Sit your happy ass down. I don't want your money. I don't even give a damn about your friendship. But what I do know is this. We all deserve liberation. We all deserve real freedom. Whether I like you or not. I don't care about your sexual orientation, your lifestyle. You eat pork, don't eat pork. I don't care about that stuff. All of it means nothing when you are under the domination of somebody else. You're a slave. So what? I'm a vegan. So what? That's vanity. What do you control? Do you make the laws? Do you control the river, the electricity, the land? You don't control nothing. Just more feel-good stuff. Yum, 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 yum. I'm meditating. I'm spiritual. Yum, 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 yum. Walk like an Egyptian. Yum, yum. We are so spooky. All this feel-good crap that we get off into. Don't walk like an Egyptian. I'm done, y'all. I got an oldie but goodie set up premiere later on for 6 o'clock. Or was it 7? 7 or 6? I think it's 7. 7:15. Oldie but goodie. The resurgence of Black Power. Hotep family. Black Power. So I hope that we can all get together, have a good time, get your popcorn, get together and watch this oldie but goodie, 7:15, the resurgence of Black Power, Angel Snubbed Up 7 Classic. I thank you so much for joining us for these few minutes. Tomorrow, if everything goes right, we will have Brother Maurice Muhammad from the B1 Initiative. He's going to join me on Dr. King holiday, and I'm going to have a good time. I got my strength right now. He has his, he's pretty strong too. So I think we're going to have a good time discussing how can we relate Dr. King to Mississippi campaign. I think that's going to be a very good discussion. And I'm looking forward. With that said, we're going to get out of here. And I definitely, if I can, I'll come back and join us on the classic video later on tonight. I thank the Deacons of Reality, Mello, Just Acting, Sister Ann, all of us who took the time to support Brother Omar Shabazz Productions. Thank you so much. And we're going to catch you on the flip-flop. Well, I don't know what it is during this live. It might not connect, but that PayPal link might be broken. But you can just put my name in there. The PayPal. Just put my name in there. PayPal. Oh man, I spelled the name wrong. I can't see him. If you put that name in PayPal, or if you go to any of the other older videos, the link works. Yeah. The PayPal link works. Most people don't use it. They use Cash App or Zelle. They don't even really mess with my PayPal. They use Cash App or Zelle. But it works. It works. It does the same thing to me also. This is Zelle. Just go to Zelle. Yeah. Matter of fact, thank you for your the last donation. Just Acting. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Of course, there's people that don't want to hear me say that, but contrary to popular belief, and whether you like it or not, people like Angel Snubbed Up 7, and they want to show their appreciation, and they do Cash Out, and they do Zelle, and they do PayPal, and whatever. Hey, how they, Brother Chris? What's happening? Yeah, I was talking to Brother Chris. He saw the video. I was telling people I'm tired. Brother Chris, like, you can't give up like that, man. You got to keep trucking. Woo, this is a hard fight. You just don't understand. This is a hard fight. I can imagine the pressure that was on Malcolm back in the day. This here is a hard fight. And your worst enemy is not even the white man. Your worst enemy is your own people. That's the crazy thing about it. Last year, we went through the purge. No white people was involved. No white people was being purged. It was nothing but us, back and forth. It's a lot of pressure. But we begin this year, after the purge comes the healing. And I've done and kept my word by trying to be as positive as possible. And those people came to us and crashed our live stream, and we was talking about the Mississippi campaign. But things didn't go the way they thought. And now I know they probably wish they had left it alone. Leave it alone. Thank you so much, Just Acting. Thank you, thank you. Right, sister. Whew. I'm a realist. I understand that all stories don't have happy endings. So it's all up to us. If we want this, we can do it. If you don't want it, then let the cards fall where they may. Me personally, I'll probably be dead within the next 10 years or so. So I don't care. I wish y'all the best of luck. I've tried. I'll leave some videos and a couple of dollars for y'all in the will, and I wish you the best of luck. But what I'm trying to tell the people, and they do not take it serious, if you don't do it big, you might as well not do it at all. We are too far behind in this race, in this struggle. We need to do something big in order to be in competition with the other people that's here. You're too far behind. But because we do not want to unify, because we really don't understand, and because people want credit for stuff, we just silly. How come it's got to be Mississippi? How come we can't eat strawberries? Every excuse in the world instead of getting the job done. And you're going to pay for that. So-and-so wants the credit. I don't like Angel Stepping Up 7. What that has to do anything? Do you want to get out of jail or not? If you in jail and want to get out, I don't give a damn whether I like you or not. I want to get out of jail. What's the plan? Will it work? Because once you get out of jail, I can go my way, you can go your way. But all your talking and all this crap you bring, it don't mean nothing as long as we still in prison. So what? I don't like Angel Snap 7. Well, sit your happy ass down and wait for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in jail. Because that's all you're going to get. Just Acting says, leave all your money to family members and good friends, but I believe you have more than 10 years left, my friend. 3 scores plus 10. Okay. If you say so, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Again, thanks everyone for listening. Chat room, those who are listening and those who have been listening later. I appreciate it. It's always an honor to bring this message to us. We got a classic at 7:15. Let's get together, hit up the chat room, talk to each other, listen to the message, and let's enjoy the rest of our Sunday. The subject is the resurgence of Black Power. The resurgence of Black Power. So on that note, I'll catch y'all on the flip. Brother Maurice is going to be with us tomorrow. Until then, as Don Cornelius used to always say, as in parting, I wish us love, peace, and So, and we are 45,000.
You're living wrong as long